Tim Cruz along with Felicia. A lot of people just got these Cricuts for Christmas, and they probably need to know how to use them.
Sure.
So let's go through a quick run through, and you can share your expertise in these things. Look, we're going to go a little quick because we don't want to make this video forever. So if you think it's too fast, you can play it slower or just pause it and rewind it where you need to. We're going to make some beautiful t-shirts today. So let's bring us through this whole process. What do we do first?
First, we're going to go to Cricut.com, and we are going to download the Design Space software and get that onto your computer. You will have to create an account.
Okay.
And
no biggie. Free, right?
Right. Yep.
Good.
Well, yes.
Okay. Good.
So then we're going to click on New Project, and we're going to click on the text tool on the left menu and type in whatever word.
Fabulous.
In your case.
Yeah.
So then you're going to select the font. It defaults to Cricut Sans, but you can go in and change your font to something that's on your computer or that comes with Cricut.
Oh.
So we'll just select one here randomly.
Like it. Fabulous.
And then you can also resize the image very easily. It keeps,
No way.
Yep, it keeps the ratio, so you can do that real quick. And in order to figure out what size you want, you're going to want to measure your shirt.
Okay.
And give you an eyeball idea of how big you want that image.
This is a men's large. What do you think?
This is a men's large. I'm thinking around the 8.5
Okay.
size.
So this shows you the size.
It does.
When you
So
try.
the height and the width.
Sneaky.
So we'll just eyeball it. And then you're going to want to click on Make It in the top right-hand corner. And in the grid, you can kind of see how big the material needs to be cut for this particular image. And then on the left, you're going to want to make sure you click on Mirror Image. This is important when you're doing iron-ons for t-shirts.
Mirror image. Okay.
Mirror image. And then you're going to want to come in here and you want to click on Browse All Materials, and you can use the drop-down menu to select the material, or you can simply type in our case, ink, because we're looking for the Infusible ink transfer sheet, and then select that and say OK. Now it does give you a warning. It says make sure you've got that mirror turned on and the ink side up for Infusible ink transfer sheets. So we're going to go ahead and cut down
So this
our
is
material.
not vinyl here.
This is not. This is the Infusible ink transfer sheet. And you can see it when you look here. The colors, they're pretty colors, but they're kind of a faded color.
Yeah.
Now we'll see what happens when we iron it on. I think you're going to see that the color is going to pop.
Yeah, it looks kind of dim. I hope it's deeper than this.
Yeah. So we're going to cut that down because that's how I do it.
You keep the scraps?
I keep all the scraps. You never know when you're going to need a little piece to do something.
Perfect.
I've put in between the top and the bottom of the shirt a piece of cardboard or cardstock.
Doesn't bleed through?
It does, so it doesn't bleed through.
Nice.
And now I'm using the heat press to take out any moisture that might be in the shirt and iron out any wrinkles. That is the heat press first version. So the temperature doesn't go up as high as the Infusible ink recommends, which is 400 degrees. But it will work anyway. So with Infusible ink, you're going to want to grab your standard Cricut mat, and you're going to want to make sure that the transfer tape is on the bottom and the pretty color is on the top.
Okay.
So get that on there really good and open up your Cricut. You're going to use that load unload button and make sure that you have your mat under the guides on the left and right. And once you do, you'll hit that load button, and it'll suck that mat in, and then the Cricut light will start flashing, and you're going to want to press that to get the machine moving.
This is when it starts actually doing cutting.
Right. So
Looks like a giant printer, doesn't it?
I guess so.
Yeah. But it doesn't print anything.
It doesn't print. Well, it can print. Yes, it can.
I'm so confused now.
You can use markers and print on cardstock if you want. You absolutely can.
Okay.
All right. So once it's finished cutting, you're going to unload that mat, and you're going to want to peel up the vinyl or the transfer tape, and then you're going to grab the front and the back and separate the two. The image that you wanted, or in our case text, is going to remain on the transfer tape, and you're going to want to weed out the center of the O, the two little spots on the B, and take those out. So
does that tool come with your Cricut?
No, that's a weeding tool that comes with, that is a Cricut product.
Oh, you have to buy it?
I do not believe it came with the Maker. It's been a while since we made a purchase, so it's hard to remember. And the mat also, I don't know that it came with the Maker, and you can buy those as well.
Gotcha. So you're gonna have to buy a few things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then you take that transfer tape with the pretty color down and the words appearing properly for you on top, and you're going to position it maybe 3 or 4 inches from the collar.
That looks perfect.
And kind of center it, and use your parchment paper to cover that image.
Sneaky.
And grab your heat press, and you're going to put that down. And the Cricut recommends 400 degrees. Again, this machine doesn't go that high, and they recommend 40 or 40 seconds. We're going to just do a little bit longer with a little bit of pressure to make sure that we
And
have
it works,
that on
even though it's lower?
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect.
It worked just fine. Take your parchment paper off, and now you're going to want to, that's a hot piece of transfer tape right there. So you're
Yeah,
going
it's
to
almost
want
400 degrees.
Exactly. You're going to want to let that cool off for about a minute or so that you can actually let the material settle and you can peel that off without burning your fingers. And look, all of a sudden...
this is ink actually in the t-shirt now. So it's not the vinyl.
It's not vinyl. You're not going to feel anything. And now the colors have popped.
Oh, it looks fabulous. Look at that.
See a cloud material?
And that'll wash okay? It'll keep?
Yes. Yeah, as long as you use a Cricut shirt, the colors will maintain.
Okay.
See how the colors pop?
Yeah,
from the
wow,
original?
what a difference.
Yeah.
Oh my
Pretty
God,
cool.
that's fabulous. Look at that.
Yeah, neat. And so you wanted another shirt.
Yeah, you're going to use the vinyl for this,
So
right?
we're going to use iron-on material to create another shirt for you.
Oh, I see.
Measuring, the size, just exact same properties within Cricut Design Space. You still have to mirror it. You still cut down your vinyl to the size that you want. A lot of people will put a whole sheet of vinyl on the mat, but I like to cut mine down to size.
Gotcha. So you can use different colors on dark shirts if you use the iron-on vinyl.
You can use different colors. You
can't
use
do
glitter.
that with infusible ink.
No, you can't.
I got you. I understand.
can't.
Okay.
All right, so...
We really wanted orange here, but it was the wrong vinyl, wasn't it?
It was the wrong vinyl. We grabbed regular
we swapped it
removable
out.
vinyl, and
That's a neat... What is this trick?
this is just a fuzzy remover.
Oh.
Tape, basically tape, and we're going to run that over and take any fuzz off, and then we're going to use our heat press to iron out any potential wrinkles in the area we're going to be using. We're going to take our iron-on material, and this time we're going to put the shiny, pretty color down on the mat and leave the muted color up top. Paste that down on your mat.
There's a difference between the iron-on vinyl and the regular vinyl.
There is. Regular vinyl was just removable vinyl. They have permanent vinyl as well, but you want to really adhere this so you can run this thing through the washing machine.
Gotcha. So this is iron-on. Okay.
Right. So load it into your
So
machine.
same procedure as the infusible ink. Interesting.
Exactly. Load the mat, let it detect it, make sure you have it under the guides, and then press the go button on the machine.
And then it does the cutting, same deal here.
Exactly.
Okay.
Same thing. Now there's slightly different when you finish cutting and unload that mat on how you take the vinyl off and get your image left.
Okay, so it's not going to peel off cleanly like the...
No, not quite as cleanly.
Okay, well, yeah, it's a different material,
Exactly.
I suppose. All right, so this is it. This is all cut now.
Right. So now grab your weeding tool.
How much
While
is a
it's still
weeding
stuck
tool?
in,
$500 for a weeding tool?
No, they're less than $10.
Oh, look at that.
So then you're going to leave the clear plastic stuck to the Cricut mat, and you're going to peel.
You are yanking that. My
You're going
God,
to peel
you're
the rest
strong.
of the material off. You give
Look
it
at that diamond. Jeez, are you wealthy?
Take your time pulling it off, but you're going to have to give it a little bit of a tug. And once you have it all off, you're going to want to take that weeding tool again and peel out
through
the middle.
holes.
Right, peel out the middle pieces that you don't want of the letters.
Sneaky. What if you left the pieces in there?
And then they're going to iron onto the
Well,
material.
that would look stupid.
Well, done that before too. You can sometimes get it off fairly easy, and there are some products you can purchase to help with that.
What does that say, Felicia?
It says that you're an anejo.
Yeah, that's going to be a fabulous shirt. I'm going to wear this one everywhere.
Right? So
When the other one's in the laundry.
you can eyeball where you want that image to go on your shirt, get that temperature back up to where you need it to be for the vinyl or the iron-on material. And then to make sure that you have a good center point, I use the Cricut ruler to kind of eyeball where to position the image on the shirt. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to take that t-shirt and fold it in half.
Oh, that's clever.
Use your Cricut heat press or iron, whatever it is you're using, and press that press that center point to create a crease.
That is genius.
So we're going to unfold it, lay it back out, and we'll see our crease.
Oh, it.
We're also going to take our iron-on material, and we're going to kind of fold it in half and
You
put a
can
crease,
fold that?
crease in the middle to give you a center point, and then position it 3 or 4 inches from the collar.
That is perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how the pros do it.
That's how the pros do it. I'm just going to double check it one more time because I've made several mistakes in the past just to make sure things are good the way I want it. Take my parchment paper, put it back over the top of the image and your heat press and put it on there for about a minute and a half. Do apply a little bit of pressure. You'll know that you didn't iron it on long enough when you start to peel it up and the letters don't quite stick to the fabric.
Can you just go back on it?
Go back over it
and
again.
watch the heat on it. Perfect.
Yeah, you leave it on there, do it again. Again, this is just regular Cricut iron-on
See
material.
the iron on up top here, yeah.
So you're going to also want to wait and let this cool down for 30 seconds to a minute. Make sure it's not too hot, and it gives it the chance to really adhere to the fabric. And then grab one of the corners and simply peel off the transfer tape, which then leaves the image on the shirt.
Sneaky. And look at the color. That really pops.
Color really pops.
So you really have a lot more flexibility in color.
You do. And after I peel off that transfer tape, I kind of like to push down on that heat press one more time, just make sure it's really in there good.
That's a good idea.
And then off you're running.
And you can wash this, and it'll stay on for several washes.
Yeah,
that's
you
cool.
can wash it, run it through.
Well, you're a genius, Felicia.
Oh, well, thank you.
Will there be more Cricut videos coming up soon?
Yes, there will be. Lots more little tips and tricks we've learned along the way.
Well, thank you. Let's see more.
You're welcome. Thanks for watching.